So that's not
through these
some feat of
splendidly extravagant rooms,
communicating with some entity.
One can't help thinking,
It's math.
what about the people in the fields?
It's science. It's simple.
All those shepherds who Mr. Yeats,
In those days,
Mr. Guido Baldo did not consult on matters of taste and good manners.
of course, when the situation appeared to be normal,
Could they not have had a kind of civilization of their own?
when people had jobs,
Well, there is such a thing as a civilized countryside.
they had vacations, they had credit cards, they had credit lines.
Looking at the Umbrian landscape with its terraces of vines and olives,
Everybody's talking about growth.
and the dark vertical accents of the cypresses,
Buy, spend, consume.
one has the impression of timeless order.
And everything seemed to be
must
working.
be a
We were
time.
called lions. We don't live in that world anymore.
Were
you happy that it took off? Like, what? Did you feel like it was about time? Did it feel inevitable? Like, when, you know...
Yeah, I mean... My main reaction to it was kind of being excited about it, right? Part of what made it magical was finding other people to connect with. And the more and more people who were there, the more people you had to connect with, the more interesting pages they were to visit, the more stuff that was online. I mean, you would search for stuff, and the vast majority of the time, nothing would come back because there were only a handful of people writing stuff for the internet. And so as everybody started putting things up on the internet, as every company had a web page, you could suddenly, instead of, I remember it used to be so annoying. You would open up the phone book and find a store and dial the store's number and ask them, how late are you open? And now you could just type in their domain name, right? And there would be their hours, location, and their menu. It would all be there. You wouldn't have to, at your fingertips. You wouldn't have to talk to anybody. It would just be instantly available. And I remember, I couldn't wait until the whole world was on the internet, and I never had to call anybody again.
Speak. Of what?
Things no one here understands.
Make it talk.
Swamp, shapeless, formless. And to bring order out of chaos is a process of civilization.
Oh, that's nothing. Hunted across the water doesn't mean anything. Let men live long.
But of this timeless rustic civilization we have no record.
Another speech by him. I tell you there's nothing in it. It's just a buckley about the air estimate. Why not look on the bright side of things? You're all right. Your business is going up. You've got a jolly wife, pretty home. All's right with the world, eh? All's right with